Hello, guys. Welcome back to S3D. And while I was on vacation, I've been notified by a certain government agency here in the U.S. That unfortunately, I had to deal with another identity theft situation. This one seems to be a little bit worse than the one I experienced in 2015. Yeah, I mean, I literally have three identity theft situation in my lifetime. This is the third time. The first one I got was in 2018. I'm pretty familiar with this whole situation. But the funny thing is, obviously, the genius, the Batmans, the detectives, the world's greatest detectives, are telling me, well, obviously these people stalk you on social media, and they're basing information based on the stuff that you overshare on social media. So I should stop sharing personal information on social media. You know, it's kind of hilarious that people are still interested in trying to uh, steal my identity, despite obviously I went through like the worst possible financial situation 2 years ago. But yeah, apparently, that doesn't deter people from trying to steal identities. And yeah, and also I want to address a couple of things about the Gunpla community. I feel like politics are becoming more and more nasty, as we get closer to the election. I think this is like, originally it's a U.S. phenomenon, but people overseas, they're actually mimicking what the U.S. is doing. Yeah, they're trying to. I guess at some point, because this stuff is so divisive, makes people so angry, makes people want to like just go at each other's throats. That it becomes like a very insane form of entertainment globally, and I guess we have the U.S. to thank for this. But this is a very very unfortunate situation. But every time, I think they figure out these type of inflammatory content attracts a lot of views, and quite frankly, to me, is kind of disgusting. But this kind of politics situation is actually spilling over into the Gunpla community. I think Gunpla community should be something that is, more encompassing. We should respect each other for people's personal views. The best thing to do is probably just avoid talking about politics in this community. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, Gundam has always been about politics and stuff like that. Well, yes, it has politics in Gundam, but then Gundam is also based on war and violence, right? I mean, we're not taking like all these things that we see in these you know entertainment formats, and trying to relate them to real life, because we can't, because obviously who's going to emulate war in real life, and who's going to emulate that level of violence in real life. So I don't know why people want to also emulate the politics. So in my opinion, that argument like kind of doesn't make sense. It's entertainment. Obviously, it's going to mimic aspects of real life, but we're into this hobby. We're into these forms of entertainment for escapism. We want to escape from reality. So we can't have these things that help us deal with mental health issues, PTSD, and stuff like that. It's not the most effective form of therapy, but I get a lot. Some people, in fact, quite a lot of people probably, use this kind of stuff for self therapy. Unfortunately, it's not very effective. I'll be honest with you. I tried it myself for years and years, and real therapy actually just replaces this kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm not gonna go any deeper into that, because this varies from people to people. The message here is that we should be, uh, we should respect other people for their opinion, even though we don't agree with them. You know, some people have some really, really main opinions about a certain group of people that just seem very, very hateful. But then, the level of hate that we use to deal with these type of people make us just as nasty as what they're doing. You know, it's like when they want to be nasty, we should show them some compassion and understanding. I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't agree with it, but maybe one day you can find it in yourself to understand the reasoning behind your thinking. And that's really all I have to say at this point. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. This might be a last video for a while until this whole situation gets resolved. I don't know if it's gonna be the last video on this channel for years, or maybe like a year or 2 years or something like that. I know I took a year off. I'm more than happy to take another year off, or maybe another 2 years off. Because things are getting really nasty for the English speaking community, and I'm not really ready to like just completely change my format into like a Mandarin speaking Gunpla channel, because I'm moving overseas and stuff like that. I don't know what the audience is going to be like overseas. So, obviously this stuff is just, so popular. I don't know why anybody would be watching my channel if I switch the language. But either way, I think that's pretty much it. Respect each other, don't let politics divide your friendships, your family, and the people. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks for watching.